And like
on the outside, I can see through you. See your true colors. 'Cause inside you're ugly. You're ugly like me. I can see through you.
Just gonna let you guys sing the whole song. But,
I'm not divorced, but like I know that song by heart, man.
Yeah, the divorce dad rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's part of the package for dad rock, you know.
Yeah, no, it's that. It's Godsmack. I got voodoo.
Hey, it's how our parents and our generation, that generation, and part of ours are coped.
Even flow.
I was about to say, that's how my dad was coping with me growing up, and that's how he taught me how to cope, and now he's using the same fucking things to cope.
Anyways, so you both wake up chained in a cage together. There's an audience of gigantic females just chanting "Ooga booga, ooga booga."
How do they have the chains? How do they have chains?
I've seen this episode of Futurama. I am so down. I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14? Okay.
Hold on.
Snoo.
Hold.
I guess I'll roll for the bad guy. They rolled a 2.
Roll.
Note to self: do not use these dice when I'm playing D&D with my friends.
You gotta put them in the fridge to show them how naughty they are.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see that.
Naughty little
I got
right
17.
17. All right, Brandle. You're trapped in a cage. You're chained next to Brayden. What are you doing? And if you want to describe your character, you're free to.
Uh,
If you want me to describe them, I can.
Do you have an idea of what we're supposed to be already?
No, but I will just come up with something on the spot for you.
Do that because I did nothing to prepare for the character.
Brandle is a very skinny, very hairless little halfling, but like there's definitely some elvish features on there.
Oh, so he's like a super twink.
He's like a super twink, yeah. Think like could almost pass for a little boy, but like she's just wrinkly enough in the face that you're like, no, that's a man. That's a grown ass adult.
It's like the one dude who I forget the name of from like Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah.
People are like, who is this child? And he's like, I'm 40.
Yeah. No, and
I caught the sense of Mr. Tiny from Cirque du Freak. If you guys remember that book.
Oh my god. Let's do something fun before we start that rant again.
But anyways, so and he has a little dagger attached to his like it's literally embedded in his skin. It looks like it's a tattoo, but it's just kind of like indented in there. And so like the Amazonian woman just didn't happen to notice it. So you do have a dagger on you, but otherwise you are buck ass naked and completely hairless.
Okay. Well, so we're currently, both of us are currently naked.
Ass naked. Yeah.
Okay. I see. I guess my first question is it seems like, because it seems you stated earlier that these are like gigantic caveman women. And if they are cavemen, I am curious to how they were able to chain us up in that, if they're able to do that.
And they're just chanting ooga booga. Ooga,
I was going to say, fuck nerd. He wakes up about to deal with Snoo, and his first thing to do is make a history check.
Well, I thought you said chained. That's why I was confused.
You are chained.
Oh, then how do they have
the Amazonian women? They're just chanting ooga booga. You have no idea if they're like actually caveman women or not. They're just giant, kind of hairy women.
Kind of hairy.
Kind of hairy.
Careful,
Not that hairy.
they're gonna ugu your ungas.
Hygiene is not important for them. Let's just say that.
Wow. Okay. So that means I can smell their waft from 20 feet away. Then
Make I want make a
smell check.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Okay, your wisdom modifier is +2. By the way,
Okay, so
+2 to your wisdom.
7 is what I rolled.
Okay, so you're mostly getting whiffed of like other ball smell from your buddy next to you. So it's a little overpowering. Got it. Okay,
no,
you can't tell.
I guess my first question is, what are we doing here, and why are we chained up?
Do you want to try and recall that?
Recall? What do you mean?
Yeah. Do you want to try and remember that?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, you have like one more action, man, before it's Brayden's turn.
Oh, I see. I see. I forgot.
It does look like you're in an arena of some sort with like.
I see.
Yeah.
Can I try to pull on the chains to see if I can, if they're like worn, so I can like break them off or anything? You know
yeah, sure. Make a strength check. Yeah.
Okay, strength check.
With your
you
you
have a -1. You have a -3 to your strength.
Okay, so
whatever you roll, just subtract 3 from it.
Oh. I rolled a 3. So
okay. As you go to snap the chains, your tiny little frame just like lurches forward and like you
break your fingers.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no. Okay, that tracks.
And
that's
like
what I get for
you're pretty certain your left wrist is a little broken.
That's what I get
like
for
something fractured. All right, Brayden, do you want to describe your character, or do you want me to describe your character?
No, I want you to. You've alluded to some things I'm curious about, so describe me. How do you see me?
Next to you is a very thick, very hairy dwarf man, and he is built. I'm talking like stocky. I'm talking like his balls are just drooping. Like down to his knees,
dragging him across the floor, mate.
Basically, yeah. And he is missing an eye. He has an eye patch. There is a scar that runs across his back, clearly from an old wound, and his asshole is prolapsed.
Nah. Okay.
What you looking at? You ain't never seen a prolapsed.
I wanted to ask
I lost the accent. 1 sec. What you looking at? Ain't you ever seen a prolapsed dwarf arsehole before?
One thing you do notice is there's a bunch of rune tattoos like all up and down his body, and they seem to give off a faint shimmer of light.
It glows to indicate something.
All right, so what you gonna do?
I am going to observe the cage that we are in.
All right, make an investigation check. You have a -1 to your investigation checks.
16, so 15.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so the cage, you notice, is not actually made out of metal. It seems to be like molded earth, like someone had molded earth into a cage around you. And it looks to be magical in nature.
Oh no, we're dealing with one of these fuckers again. It ain't metal, so it can't use me dwarf magic. Me dwarf prolapsed arsehole to break us out of the cage.
With your asshole?
With me arsehole.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear on that, but you know.
Let me observe Amazon Unga Bunga woman lass.
So you guys are just going to sit there? Okay. Well,
No, I was going
In
to
the
make a
meantime-
perception roll. Make a perception roll. I want to find out if there's anything interesting about the cave woman.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll for perception. You have a plus 3 actually to your perception checks.
Critical fail.
Yeah, no. So you're a little distracted by the twink boy in front of you. You are like, was I caged up naked next to a child, and now you're a little afraid about what other people are going to say. You've been in a similar situation before, where like you definitely didn't do anything bad, but you were being set up by a priest of the same order that you're from.
It's a setup again.
Yeah, but like
You begin
to remember that you are in fact a paladin, and Brandle, your character begins to remember. Oh wait, yeah, shit. I'm like a rogue, but like that stole magic, and so like magic spells in addition to being a rogue. So you're an arcane trickster rogue. Yeah. So
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you had something else lined up for this, but
yeah, no. So as you guys are sitting there waiting, a very attractive looking Unga Bunga woman, Amazonian woman, comes up and shouts out in common, and she goes, "Sisters, I've gathered you here today to witness our sacrifice. Now that these males have been used and spent up, and we have successfully breeded about 35 of us, we can sacrifice them in our ritual by delivering them unto our ancestors' favorite animal, a T-Rex." Come out from across the arena.
If they used our DNA to reproduce and they grew rapidly, how many of these of the 35 do you think are your children? I'm betting 2 at most.
I just want to remember what had happened. That's what I'm more scared about.
You can't
Look
recall
at your
anything.
shriveled nutsack, lad. You know damn well what happened.
You can attempt to if you like. You but like off the top of your head, you can't recall.
But no, can I use? You said I am magical? Question mark.
Yeah. You do have some magic.
Can I use some kind of magic to try to remember?
Yeah, I'd say you may dispel magic. That's one of your higher spell slots, so you're welcome to use that right now if you'd like.
I will give it a try.
Okay. Okay, just I need you to roll a d20, and then you'll be adding your spellcasting modifier, which is a plus 7.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good spellcasting modifier right there.
15. So
22.
22.
Yeah, so you're able to dispel the memory fog enchantment that they placed on you.
Okay.
Well, really, it was the they cast the 7th. No, what is it? I can't remember what level spell it is right now. But essentially, it's a spell that lets them fuck with your memory, and they just essentially remove the scenes where you were having sex with a bunch of them.
I was gonna say they drugged us. They put a pill in our drink here.
No. They cast a spell and remove the memory of you sleeping with them. They didn't want to give you the pleasure. It was all meant just for them, their enjoyment. Males seem to have no importance in their society. They
back in my day, we didn't have to use magic for that. It was just called alcohol. A couple of barrels of ale, and you don't remember anything.
Do they realize? Well, you do remember that they talked about the T-Rex, and that the T-Rex has one weakness, and that is a female T-Rex. It is constantly horny. It is super horny. It wants female T-Rex puss. They crave it on purpose. It's part of their ritual. Their practices.
The T-Rex is female?
No. Their T-Rex is male. So and like the reason they sacrifice males to a male T-Rex because it's part of their ritual. It's part of their ancient practices. You also remember more about like where you come from and stuff. You realize that you were out here on an expedition with your paladin buddy friend. And you guys just ended up venturing out a little too far into the jungle and got captured while you were out there. So
Or did we walk just far enough into the jungle?
yeah.
Do they realize that I had done that and remembered? Do I give that away?
No,
You know
they're a little
saying?
too distracted. They're a little too
What the-
hyper for the ceremony.
I see.
What do you mean was the T-Rex a female? Look at it. It's Red Rocket is staring us straight in the eyes.
Yeah, no, it's quite auspicious.
Um,
That was your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Can't. Does the T-Rex understand anything we're saying?
Are you going to roll to seduce the T-Rex?
You do have speak with animals. It is a spell that you stole and learned. So you are free to cast speak with animals on your next turn.
Okay, I was gonna say that counted as okay.
Yeah. So you know, because you dispelled the memory fog, you know that you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just end it there then, because I don't have anything else in mind.
Okay.
Do I have any cantrips or abilities?
So from what you can tell, you do remember somewhat that you are a paladin. You do know that you have some like divine strength, and you don't remember what oath you were, so you don't remember what spells you can cast right now. You are free to try to remember, try and surpass the memory lapse that they put in you.
Oh, so I didn't tell him then.
Yeah, no, you haven't told him anything. You just kind of did it all yourself, man. It just like all came back to you, and you're just like,
Oh, shit. Yeah, because I probably realized that like if I tried to say something out loud to him anyway, that it might cause more issues.
I mean, you can try and talk to him and like secretly, like secretly. Yeah, like and you can assist him. I mean, Brayden, you want to try and remember what oath you were?
I was gonna say, like, the easiest way I can think of to remember the oath would be just to try to cause a single point of damage, but remembering it might be a little better. So yeah, let's
Yeah, so just go ahead and roll a general wisdom check again with your wisdom modifier, so +3.
15 plus 3, 18.
18. Okay. Are you gonna aid him at all, Brandle?
Yeah, I guess so. I tried to lean over to him and whisper if he remembers anything too. If not, I tried to tell him with all the craziness that's going on right now.
So as he does that, you do get advantage in rolls, so you're allowed to roll again.
Okay, D20.
Oh, no. So Brayden
No,
gets to roll again.
18.
Okay.
Damn.
So,
That's wisdom
even with this
modifier.
assistance, you're still kind of like, oh man, what the fuck? Like, whatever they did to you, it really fucked with your head. You're not even certain what you are. You know that like you're a pretty angry paladin, and you know that you have like some stuff that can like stop, kind of make people do what you want them to do, like magic, but you don't have much else other than that. You know that like if you hit things, you get to do a bunch of like super damage by burning one of your spell slots. So by expanding some of your magical power, your divine power.
So I'm vengeful paladin order, not broken.
Potentially, you don't know. You just know you're an angry paladin. You could kind of make people do what he wanted to sometimes. So
I'm gonna call out to the Unga Bunga lady.
Hey, what do you say?
Oi! Your society's so strong there. About to sacrifice us to your T-Rex god. Why don't you open the cage?
We will open the cage. Don't worry. We're going to give you a fighting chance, you pathetic manswine.
I guess ye want to have some sense of honor.
Yeah, but you have to fight it barefisted. So, that's... Anyways, open up the cage. Let's get this started. Come on, guys. We already got pregnant. We already got what we needed out of them besides this part. This is the last part of the ritual. So, and she says that the cage just kind of melts and goes down into the ground. And your chains actually also melt and go down into the ground.
I cast abortion AoE attack.
Okay.
As you go to do that, Brayden, where are you pointing your abortion AoE attack?
In the air.
You do that. A giant fireball pops off. Just like kind of like where the air, just like general, like.
Is it like raining down like spores? Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like shooting out in an arc, and it's kind of like splattering everywhere. It's like a reverse cum shot, where instead of giving life, it takes it.
But not at anyone at all. So it's just kind of just up in the air, right?
No, it's basically like I'm gonna take as many of these fetuses as I can with me if I'm about to die.
You were pointing it at the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh,
we're not
Lord.
expecting that.
Not either. Damn.
Okay, I need you to roll 6d6. Wait, no. How much is fireball? Fireball is... Yeah, just roll 10d6 worth of damage.
All right. 5.
Yeah, again, there are, like, what you can tell, there are children in this crowd too.
Oh no.
This is like that moment where Vegeta goes into Majin Vegeta and just blows up the crowd of the tournament, not tournament power, but at the world tournament.
Okay, so you can roll 10 d6s.
Yeah.
Okay, so total is 41.
Okay, so Brandle and Brayden, you watch as you are like, no, gods, no, I can't have kids. They're all going to want me money.
They're coming for me, Lucky Charms, in my mine of gold.
And as you do that, just you watch as about like 30 to 40 of them. And this is just like all these women. Some of them are carrying babies. Some of them you can tell are definitely like little girls, like children.
I must be checking me gold.
They had like little teddy bears and stuff. And you watch them just turn into ash. And like crumble. There is like shadow imprints of like where they were standing left on their benches. Like you see a mother hunched over, barely living, holding on to her dead child, just weeping. And that's when you hear the leader say, "Attack! Kill them!" And
there's only one of you left.
No, that was only at a section. You were surrounded, if you don't remember, and about 80 armed female warriors come in, and they all have swords drawn at you. The T-Rex is also coming at you, and
boy, lad, this might be a good time for some illusion magic. Make them all look like bitch T-Rexes.
I was actually going to double down and fuck with their mind and force them to either fight each other or just kill themselves on the spot.
I already got that covered, mate. Just use illusion magic and make them all look like female T-Rexes.
That's a good idea, too.
It is back up to your turn, Brandle. This is the last turn before you're about to get like just lynched with arrows, and then the T-Rex goes too. So you do have illusion magic. You can cast minor or major illusion. You do also have a polymorph spell that you can cast. So you can turn one person if it's an unwilling creature, they will transform. You will need to they'll need to roll a save. It'll be against your spell DC, which is 19. So if I roll 19 or higher to a polymorph. So if you're going to try and polymorph someone into a female T-Rex, that's an option. You can also just cast illusion, and I can see if they fail or not.
And so, okay, if I do the illusion, is it a single target or can it do AoE?
It's a single target. You don't have like an AoE illusion spell.
Let's do... because that doesn't help us either with the rest of them that are pointing their weapons at us.
You do know you have the ability to cast magical darkness in about like a 60-foot area. So like you can just create like this little pocket of darkness, like magical darkness around you guys.
Do I know what that entails?
It's magical darkness. Neither you nor your paladin buddy will be able to see, but neither will anyone else.
Let's roll for that then.
You don't need to roll. You can just cast it.
Yeah.
Oh, cast.
Okay. So you cast, and then just this mist of darkness just like bamps out, and you guys are encompassed in it and covered, and you can't see, but you did. Quickly, both of you just roll a perception check for me.
I need to get rid of all these D6s.
13.
Okay. Brayden.
Crit fail.
So, okay. Brandle, you did notice when the female guards were running in to the arena, you saw where they ran in from. So you do know that there's a chance there's probably an exit out that way. It will be a bit more deadly and tricky to try and get out of there, but there's a chance. At this point, though, it is the dinosaur's turn. The dinosaur is going to attempt to make an attack at where he thinks you guys are at. He does have disadvantage. So it's like a 12 plus 7 or 17 plus 7.
He can't see you if you aren't moving, lad.
Oh, 15 plus 7, that's 22. He is going to attack the dwarf. So you, dwarf, only have an AC of, without your armor, you have an AC of 15. So you will be taking 2d12 of damage. That's 1. That's a 1. It's 4. You only take 5 points of damage of piercing damage. So the T-Rex does get a chomp on you, but because of the darkness, it just isn't able to get like that much of you. It does fuck up your arm pretty good though. Like you have like a punctured hole through your arm right now of your left arm.
Oh, this big lizard's a kinky bitch, huh? Me own mother could stab me harder than that.
Okay. And this is where we get back to the top of the round before the Amazonian guards try to, and there's 80 of them, so they'll try to rush into your known location after this and try to take swings at you guys. So you're welcome to try and get out, try to get out of either the darkness to see if you can find an alternate route of escape other than just rushing down the guard tunnels. You can also try and attempt to hide. So that way when you sneak out, you aren't noticed. Whatever you guys want to do. Brandle, you can start.
Okay, oh no, that would count as 2 actions, right? If I did the polymorph and the illusion?
You can only cast 1 spell a turn, but you know what? Fuck it. This is just improv D&D. So
this is the last turn anyway. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Because my only idea here was to do polymorph Brayden and then cast illusion magic on myself to try and blend in with the guards, the rest of the women.
What are you going to polymorph Brayden into?
I was going to say one of the women, if that was possible. So we both try to just walk out of there, but I feel like that might be kind of lame, huh? I would have polymorph him into no, I'm going to polymorph one of the one of the women into
Whammon.
into a female T-Rex.
So polymorph is you target someone that you can see, and right now you can't see shit.
Shit, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so can I still cast it and just hope it hits somebody?
The only thing that you would be able to target is yourself if you want to do that.
Okay, well then I will target myself. God damn it!
You have
You're
to
gonna turn
make
into a female T-Rex.
you have to
Yes.
make the big sacrifice, Lois.
We'll do that. So Paladin friend can get out of here.
You turn into a raging female T-Rex, and you do kind of poof out of the darkness a little bit, and the T-Rex does notice you, and you can, like the cartoonish like heart thump, like the heart just like kind of pumping up. It's basically that, and like its eyes get all red, and like the heart's coming out of it. That thing wants you. You still have your movement. Where would you like to move to now that you can see kind of
to make a way through the rest of the women to try to clear a path, but also slightly make my way towards the dinosaur to try to lead him, but also not trying to get close enough for anything to happen.
Just roll a general dexterity check.
Okay. Will be a 2.
So you trip and fall over, and your tail kind of lifts up, and it definitely is like one of those things like, oh no, step bro, I'm stuck.
Oh no, step dino. I have fallen and my arms are too short to get up.
But lucky for you, you do happen to crush about 15 of the guards, and there does seem to be a bit of a path now. And at least the guards are stuck under your massive Tyrannosaurus Rex female body. So
that's a kink.
Yeah. All right. Brayden, it's your go.
I'm gonna ride the T-Rex.
But I'm on my side.
Which one? There's 2 now, and you're like, whoa, where the fuck did the other one come from?
Nobody will fucking believe this story if I'm the only one to make it out. I mean, I'm getting the new T-Rex. I'm gonna hop on its back.
You hop on its back. Just roll like an athletics check. For your athletics, you are surprisingly agile. You have a plus 7 to your athletics.
So with the +7, it's 9.
Oh, so as you try to climb up the T-Rex, you just kind of end up slipping and falling on your ass. So you just are unable to get on its back.
Okay.
Am I proned?
You're not prone. You can get up still. You still have some movement left if you want to. You do kind of see where the T-Rex had landed, and you can kind of tell that there's a path that you could follow, like by just kind of holding on to the T-Rex and like walking forward.
Do I have an idea of what my runes that are tattooed on my body and glowing do?
Yeah. So as you look down, you are able to read the runes, and it does seem they do appear to be symbols of your deity and of your oath. So you worship the god of death, and your oath is that of conquest, and you are also enslaved to an infernal devil, and that is where you gain the ability to cast fireball from. You're able to read it, so it's a mix of infernal and dwarvish. That the runes are on your body, and part of it's your pact that you made with the demon, with the devil, and part of it is your oath that you made to conquer.
Me mommy always said when I was a young dwarf boy that in times of trouble, let us pray. going to tell me God that I just sacrificed 30 to 40 Amazon babies in his name in hopes that he blesses this conquest.
You get the feeling as you go to start your prayer that you're like, actually, my God, although he's like a god of death, doesn't really seem to care one way or another if you're good or evil. They don't really care, a lot. They care more about like being neutral and just being true to yourself. So
I'm being very true to myself right now.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I'm a paladin. I am a paladin, and what we do is pray.
Okay, you get you feel your God's blessing upon you. You have a +4 to your saving throws for the rest of today. And you do get like a little ethereal plate mail that's around you. So it takes your AC to what it would normally be, which is a 22. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Doing anything else?
Do I have any cantrips?
Yes, you do. You have Eldritch Blast. You have Prestidigitation. You know that you can cast Eldritch Blast.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the leader of the Unga Bunga clan.
So make an attack roll with disadvantage because you remember where they were at, but you can't see because you're still in the darkness.
We call it spray and pray.
All right, go for it. Yeah, just make an attack roll with disadvantage. You add your spellcasting modifier, which is a +11.
So disadvantage 11 plus 11, so 22.
Okay.
Roll damage.
I usually don't play as magic users. What damage is that?
Roll a D8 +4.
6.
Okay, you hear someone say, "Ah, shit! What the fuck, man?" You're actually. It sounds different than the leader, but you did hit someone.
I'll get you next time. You playful fucking Unga Bungas.
Okay. As your turn ends, the Amazonian women are all going to cave in. They're going to make a shit ton of attacks at the dinosaur, at the T-Rex, because you're either trampled and kill some of them, or you're still laying down on them. And so, just for expediency, I'm going to roll what percentage of them hit real quick. We're looking at 2% of them hit. Fuck.
They were slipping on the T-Rex's ass.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. That is 100% of them hit.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
All of them hit. Sorry, yeah, the double zeros is 100, I think, on this one. I am pretty sure, because 1 0 is 10. Yeah. Yep. Earth.
I mean,
the double zeros is 10. So, yep. Okay, so that's 100%. That is times 40 to whatever this is in damage. That is 9 times 40. Zero. So 360 damage. So your T-Rex form, just as the bigger T-Rex is about to come up and like insert itself into you, it dissipates, and you are back in your twink boy form. And I will say, just the rest of that damage that would typically carry over onto you doesn't in this case, because you go from being this huge, massive thing to this super tiny halfling. It's shrouded in darkness.
So they essentially miss because of that, because of the size change. Okay.
The rest of the damage that would have gone to you misses. So
okay,
yeah. And then it is the T-Rex turn, who is now enraged by the fact that he can't get his dick going. You know, like he's like, "God damn, I was so close."
I feel that, me lizard friend.
And that's with disadvantage. So that's going to be a 2 + 7, which will not hit. So 9. 9 will not be enough to hit. It just misses you, though. You do not have a high AC while naked. So, Brandle, it is your turn again.
Okay.
You do feel like you cannot cast polymorph again. That was like a big chunk of your spell magic ability.
Still do illusion though?
You could definitely still do an illusion.
Is that I'm assuming? Yeah, that you said that was also single target. So can I cast that onto one of the Amazonian women?
You can kind of put it by one of them if you like. What do you want to do?
Just have it be away, like far enough away from us, but kind of next to the other T-Rex, so it can give us an opportunity to try to escape, even though we still have the pressing matter with everyone else around us still.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure that works. So you kind of put it over by the other Amazonian women, and this another female T-Rex kind of poofs out of nowhere. I'm going to see if it does trick the big T-Rex. Rolled a natural 1, so yes, it does. And then just kind of in general for the Amazonian women, it also tricks them. They think another female T-Rex has just suddenly appeared, and it kind of scares the shit out of them a little bit. They're like, where are these coming from? What the fuck?
You thought you were special? You thought you only had one?
And now there's even more of a path cleared that you can tell, because you can kind of hear the shifting of feet away from the path that you'd originally intended.
So can we do another dexterity check? I lean over to Brayden to get his attention to show him the path.
You have no idea where Brayden is right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's still kind of dark.
You are covered in darkness.
Damn, shit's lasted a while. I should have waited a minute on that. Okay. Can I? Oh boy. Can I yell to try to call for Brayden?
That will alert all the women to where you're at.
Because the only other option in my head here is
you did have your brain like cleared out. You do remember you have a sending spell that lets you telepathically send a message to someone.
Okay, I was going to suggest that actually, but then I figured that wouldn't apply because of the illusion magic I had already used.
Listen, man, we're gonna just like it's a bonus action spell. It's your bonus action. You just won't be able to dash if you want to start trying to escape.
Okay, I'm gonna do that for Brayden then.
Okay, what do you say? You have 15 words.
15.
Actually,
yeah, it's like making a tweet.
Yeah, it's like you can't. It's specifically there's a specific limit to the amount of words you can use. So.
Oh gosh, because I can't give him any direction too, which is the problem because we have no visibility. I try to tell him that there is a pathway currently clear.
There is a pathway currently clear. You're at 6. I'm going to count pathway as one word.
It is one word.
I know.
But I have no idea which direction that would be for you.
Which direction that? And your message cuts off at that.
No. Okay.
I have no idea which direction that.
Yeah.
And that's what you hear.
Run it. I love it.
And it's your. Do you want to move anywhere?
I'm going to try to make my way through the path clearing.
Okay, now just roll a general dexterity check.
For a D20.
You're a nimble motherfucker, so you have like a plus. You have like a +5.
I got
in your base form, so 13. You are able to make it through the path, and you get quite a bit ahead. You almost reach the cusp end of where your darkness ends. And you can kind of start to see a little bit of like flinters of light in your precer, and you see the guard exit, like where you can exit from.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Brayden.
Well, I don't know which way to go. But I know what direction the Unga Bungas were in previously.
That is true.
In the name of my god.
Melkor.
Melkor. I got a Vini Vidi Vici. I shall conquer and ride the dragon. T-Rex thing.
You're going to attempt to climb the angry, horny male T-Rex.
Send it.
All right, so you full sprint. Just roll an athletics to check. Again, you have a +5.
15 plus 5.
20. You are able to make it to the top of the T-Rex. Now, are you trying to get it to kind of like work with you?
Yeah.
Okay, roll an animal handling check.
16 plus
So
whatever
you-
modifier.
+3, so 19. You are able to kind of like convince this T-Rex. You kind of go up to be like, listen, buddy, we both, like, I got my nut off. If you help me escape and like get me out of here, I'm certain we'll find more female T-Rexes for you to fuck. And you probably point out to him like, that's an illusion by my buddy. So it's understanding
I'm
it was an
there.
agreement, and it begins to charge forward to try and like trample itself out of the arena with you.
Let's fucking go.
And as it does get there, I'm going to just roll general percentage die again to see how many of the Amazonian women hit. Oh shit! Oh, that's double zero again. You know what? Okay, that's 47%. So I'll just make it even 50. So out of the 80, like 30 of them have been squashed at this point. So 70, so 35. 35 times. Oh, wait, that's wrong dice. 35 times 1, so 35 points of damage. They all shoot an arrow and it just kind of like bounces off the T-Rex's hide. The other half of them miss, and you're just like, well, shit. But it does seem to have like done some damage to the T-Rex, just not a lot. The T-Rex seems to be pretty sturdy, pretty healthy.
My new friend here is a very sturdy lizard.
Yeah. As it runs past, it just goes towards the illusion, and it attempts to mount it for a second, and it gets convinced. It's like, oh shit, yeah, that is an illusion, and it's going to attempt to jump over the arena itself. It rolled an 11, and it gets onto some of the stands, squishing some more of the Amazonian women that haven't fled or that were in the process of fleeing during this time. So, and then we go back to the top of the order. So, Brayden, it's your turn. Brandle, it's your turn.
Do I see him trying to jump over the arena as I'm making my escape?
You did hear a T-Rex jump and squish some things.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you saw it, but you definitely heard it. And you're like, oh, shit.
Okay.
Straight fetish bait.
So can I assume off of that means either the illusion magic had worked in luring him, or I assume my big-headed friend here mounted the T-Rex himself, trying to take control.
The illusion magic worked.
Okay. And
you
so
know you
that's
sent a sending spell, so you know.
Got it. So I'm going to go on the chance that he is also on his way trying to make an escape, unsure of which situation had happened, and try to make my way out through the exit and escape. So you would need another dexterity check?
You can either do dexterity just to see if you can like essentially sprint past all the guards, or you can try and like do it sneakily, like stealthily. So your choice.
Let's go with the dexterity.
Okay, so yeah, +7 there for just a general dexterity save.
I got a nat 20, so.
Oh yeah, do you hightail it out of there? Yeah, and you get out of the arena. As you're getting out, you're able to see your buddy on top of the T-Rex, just like laughing in like this ethereal plate mail. like riding the T-Rex, and you're like, holy shit. And you just sprint past. Some of the guards notice you, but they're like too distracted from the chaos that's been caused. And you
does he
make it out of the
witness?
arena,
Does
and
he
you are safe.
witness just me being hard as shit?
100%. Yeah, you are rock hard. Your beard's kind of covering a little bit, so it makes it a little hard to see, but like it's definitely poking out of your beard.
See, I was gonna say poking
Yeah.
through the beard.
Poking through the beard a little bit.
Goes up to my chin.
Yeah. And you make it safely. Your character is able to live for another possible adventure. So, Brayden, it is your turn. You are free to try and have the T-Rex attempt to jump over and ride off into the sunset. You're free to do whatever the fuck you want. This is going to be your last turn, though.
There's one thing I must do before we make this jump, my dino friend.
It goes,
Turn around and fireball the rest of the crowd.
as you go to do that, the leader did seem to kind of be prepping for a spell this time, and she casts counterspell to your fireball. And so as your fireball,
never mind. Jump.
okay, goes to jump. It rolled a 18, so it jumps up high. But during that time, the leader does cast. It is going to try and attempt to hit you with a fireball of her own. So I just need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Real quick, Bray.
My armor.
No, it's a fireball. So she's just gonna. It just happens. She just points and.
8.
Okay, you're gonna take the full brunt of this damage. Oh boy. Roll 10d6 for me.
Oh shit.
All right, so Brayden, you take 38 fire damage as just this ball of fire hits you on the back. The dinosaur actually made the save, so it's going to take half damage. But you both kind of just get, as it's midair, propelled forward, and you land out in the forest. You will fall off the T-Rex. I'll make a dexterity saving throw to see if you hold on, or an athletics check. Your choice.
Do I get advantage?
Athletics check. You won't have advantage, but you have a higher save. If you remember, your dexterity is not amazing, but you will, since you're already having to make a save for the fireball, you will have advantage on just a regular. So you have like a +2 with advantage, or a +5, just not an advantage.
I'm going to take advantage, and that is a 10. So +2.
So you do fall off the dinosaur. There's a DC 15. And as it was pretty high up in the air, you're going to take times 10, 60 points of bludgeoning damage, and you will fall unconscious. But you are pretty far from the arena as it lands. The dinosaur kind of scampers off into the forest. But you fall unconscious. And that's where the story ends. Congrats, boys. You made it out.
Yeah.
With one person just getting a little greedy and getting knocked the fuck out.
Had to go out with style, man.
Abandoned me, you slut.
I tried to save you, thank you. I saved
you
you that.
He saw you laughing gleefully with a hard on top of a T-Rex.
Yeah, that's true.
I was simply fulfilling my duty as my lord commands.
Yeah. But, well, thanks everyone for listening to Hard Homies podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this new niche that we're doing. Let us know. Let us know if you want us to
I hope you all liked my dino buddy who abandoned me as well before me telling him that my twink friend was the female T-Rex the whole time. dinosaur.